First step in the process of DNA Gel Electrophoresis is to determine and then weigh out the amount of agarose you need for your gel. In this case, it is 0.6 grams. After weighing out the correct amount of agarose, you then add 30 milliliters of TAE buffer to a flask. After that, you add the agarose in. Once that is added, you add in the rest of the TAE buffer. Then you swirl it around to make sure it is mixed. You then add it to the microwave for 15-second intervals until the liquid in there is clear. Once the TAE and agarose is done, you have to take it out and then add a thermometer to it and let it cool to 65 degrees. Please be careful, as in the flask is extremely hot right now. Once the agarose and TAE have cooled to 65 degrees, you then take out the thermometer and add it to the gel tray and let it cool until it solidifies. Once the gel solidifies, you then take out the gel comb. The gel comb helps make the wells so you can put your samples in them. In my case, I am just using markers that my teacher provided me. You add in around anywhere from 5 microliters to 10 microliters depending on what your protocol asks for. Once you are done adding all of your samples, you then take out the gel and put it inside the gel holder. Then, since you use TAE buffer, we have to fill in the rest of it with TAE buffer as well. Once you are done adding in the TAE buffer, you then put the cover on the gel holder. This will help add the electrical current needed to be able to run the samples throughout the gel. The most common one we use in shop is 100 volts for 30 minutes. Once the gel is done, you can then take off the cover and take out the gel and add it to the gel dock. That helps visualize the bands that are already on the gel, and we can use this to determine how big the bands are. The further they move down the gel, the smaller they are. The more they stay close to the wells shows how much heavier they are. This is what the gel looks like inside the gel dock. You have to have specific settings for it so you can take the right readings of the gel bands. When the gel is finished having its picture taken by the gel dock, you can then play with the lighting settings to see if you can see the bands a little bit more clear if you'd like. This helps determine the size of the bands once you bring it to the software.